I'm going to attempt to use this in the sea very shortly. This here is the GDOME. Now, this is the first incarnation of the GDOME. I've had this a couple of years, got it just before COVID, was going to use it, ended up not using it at all, and there's been a second version come out since then. I think the only difference really is a bit of design, and it seems to do pretty much the same thing. So what this does, you can see here there's an arc, and in the back you put your phone inside. I'm going to do it, I'll show you how it works. The reason why there's an arc on this is because normally when you're filming underwater, or even just looking underwater, if you're in the water and you're dipping under and above, then when the perspective looking into the water is different looking through the air. So you might look at somebody who's got like a big top half, and then when you dip underwater their legs are a lot shorter, a lot smaller, because the refraction of light changes depending on whether you're looking through air or through water. So what this does is this balances out that issue. It ensures that if I'm filming half underwater and half above water, the whole thing, because I'm initially filming in air, it means that the whole thing is balanced out. So if I'm filming a person, it means their top half out of the body, out of the water, sorry, and their bottom half under the water is going to look like a normal full person, removing that distortion refraction effect that you normally get with the water. I think refraction is the right word. If it's the wrong word, don't judge me too harshly. So what I did before I got on holiday is I cut out the space for my phone, right? I'm going to undo this and we'll cut straight back in. I've just undone these 6 thumb screw here, these little screws here, which means that the back opens up. And what you get when you buy it is you get this big thick sheet of foam. And the plan is, I've just put this tin foil in here just to protect, because I adapted this before I came out at home. I put some blue tack in it, because what I found is that it's a little harsh. When you put your phone down there, it's a little scrapey for your phone. So scrapey being a real word. So I just put a bit of tin foil there just to protect the blue tack. So when you get it, you get this piece of foam, and the plan is you have to cut out the shape of your phone that matches up with this hole here, so that your camera fits inside the hole. So essentially when you're looking at that, you should be able to see the camera through the hole. That's all this does. The foam is there just to position your camera in the right place, and the blue tack that I put down just keeps it a little steadier. It's just my own little adaptation. Now you'll notice here that I've cut another little blob out of the side, because this comes with a Bluetooth button. A Bluetooth button, once you've connected it via Bluetooth on your phone, means that I can start and stop the camera by tapping these, which is marginally easier than trying to use the phone underwater. And all you do with this is, once you've synced it Bluetooth, you turn it on, little light appears there. That is now synced with my phone. So let's turn my phone on. Let's take these off because the polarizing effect on these means I can't see what I'm doing. But I normally always advise never filming anything to camera with your sunglasses on, but it's just really bright here and it's difficult to see. So now that this little button is connected to my phone, when I tap this, it takes a little photo. There you go, it's just taking that photo. So when this casing on here, although you can operate your phone through this, having a physical button to start and stop what you're doing just makes life a whole load easier. The next thing that you need to do with some Vaseline is you seal this area here with the Vaseline. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm not going to take it into the water right now, but I will do this. So you just put a bit of Vaseline around this seal to make sure that when this is closed, it is super closed. And you tighten this back up. And now that has got a perfect seal to keep my phone nice and dry and nice and safe when we go underwater with this. So the next thing to do is to try this out underwater. Now, because I only have one of these, I can't film me using this in water. We're using my wife's phone at the moment, thank you very much wife, to film this. There we go. So the next footage that you're going to see is the footage filmed by my phone in the water using this, and we'll see what it turns out like. Review of the GDOME. Well, in this environment it didn't really work too well, and one of the reasons, I'm just going to dump that down, one of the reasons is that on Boa Vista you either get yellow flags or red flags. You can possibly see behind me over there we have the yellow flag right on the beach, which means that the wind is really picking up, which also means that it's churning the sand up underneath the water. You can't really see a lot underwater, so you don't really get the benefit of seeing underwater and above water at the same time. And it was also incredibly difficult to use my phone because I couldn't see what I was doing, because it's so bright over here, and you've got the little curved arc of plastic between your phone, that little membrane between your phone, which kind of bounces all the light off, so you can't see what's going on. And also, after a couple of minutes of recording, my phone overheated. Now, I did bring the GDOME instructions out with me because I'm a little bit of a geek, and I thought we'd check it out. And it does say, there's a little paragraph at the bottom here about the phone overheating. It says, in some extremely hot destinations, the phone can get hot in the sealed off environments, just keeping it out of sunlight, which I did until we're in the water. And it says you can also close all apps and turn the phone onto flight mode, but you can't use Bluetooth when it's on the flight mode, so you can't use the little button, and you can't see what you're doing enough to be able to operate the phone. So I don't know if there's a solution to that. I'm not entirely convinced by it. I'm going to try it again in a different environment, and we'll see what we get from it.